Welcome to the McCue Talk Show. We have a nice lineup for you tonight, starting with an interview with Albino Anzures. Afterwards, Evan Schabo will teach us how to play guitar. Joining me tonight is my good friend Albino. And Albino, I hear you are a big fan of music. Can I ask, what is your favorite type of music?
I would like to say I have a wide variety of taste in music, but if I were to choose my favorite, it would have to be jazz. Mainly because back in high school when I joined jazz band, I was kind of a picky person when it comes to my taste in music, but jazz really opened me up to like a wide variety of different musics. And now, I just can't stop listening to it. My main playlist is just filled with jazz through the middle, and then some pops and some rap in there too. So I'll have to say jazz.
Nice. Sounds like a lot. Do you have any specific artists that you listen to by any chance? Are you a Swiftie?
Oh, a Swiftie. Oh, I wouldn't say so. I don't really know that many Swiftie songs besides Shake It Off, but that was mainly because of the movie Sing, because I think they did a parody of that. But my favorite artist would probably, if I had to choose, would probably be Frank Sinatra, mainly because of my jazz love. Plus, he has an amazing singing voice. He's a really big pioneer in his day and age, and I think now he is a big staple in pop culture, especially.
Yeah, I could definitely get down with some Frank Sinatra. When did you really start getting into music?
It would definitely have to be during high school. When I started listening to music when I was in middle school, when I got Spotify originally, the free version where you have to listen to ads and that kind of annoying stuff. But during high school is when I really started getting down with it. Started to find my escape in it, and now I'm a little tamed. I listen to music occasionally, mainly on big road trips and stuff like that. But definitely in high school, that's when I started listening to music a lot.
Cool. Sounds awesome. Do you have any music that you listen to that helps you study?
Oh yeah, there's one go-to that I immediately go when studying, and that's classical music. It just helps me relax and focus at the same time. I mean, I think it's everyone should listen to classical music when they're studying. Especially songs you don't know, because when you listen to a song that you kind of expect what's going on. But if you go in blind and you study, you'll be really focused on whatever you're working on.
If you could recommend one song or artist, what or who would it be and why?
One song. It would probably be Frank Sinatra's American Beauty Rose. I listened to that song originally when I watched The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon Prime, which is a show that's set in the 60s. And Frank Sinatra was active during then, and they used a lot of his songs, and that song really stuck out to me, and it's so catchy and it's so chill. I just love it.
Thank you for joining us today, Albino. It was very interesting to hear your thoughts on music. Up next, we have Evan Schabo with a how-to video on how to play guitar.
First off, you want your guitar in standard tuning, which would be E, A, D, G, B, E. So, now to the first chord shape, a slightly modified A. Middle finger on the second fret of the D string, and you're going to put your index finger on the first fret of the B string. So it's going to sound like, but you're not going to put your ring finger on the second fret of the other string. Next, we're going to play a modified C. Same chord shape with the A. Instead, we're going to take the ring finger and put it on the third fret of the E string. So it's going to be... This next chord is going to be tricky because it uses the Hendrix technique, wrapping my thumb around to play the first fret of the E string, which would be an F sharp. But if you don't have that dexterity to be able to do that, so it sounds like... You could also play it with your index finger on the first fret of the E, your middle finger on the first fret of the B, and then your ring finger on the second fret of the G. So for the first three, the pattern goes as follows. Starting with our modified A, we're going to pluck the open A string and our B string at the same time. Then we pluck our D string once, and then our A string again, and then we pluck B, D, A. And then we switch to our next chord. So now it should all sound like. So an example from the picking pattern with my actual hand, it's gonna go like. Now Now the last two chords are played with the D and the B strings, kind of similar to how you play a power chord, except you're playing what's called intervals. You're going to come up to the 6th fret of the B and the 9th fret of the D, and you're going to play, and then go all the way down to the 1st and the 3rd. So you're going to play that in kind of unison. So it's going to go. Now we put it all together and it should sound like this. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you in learning how to play this song, and I will see you next time.
Thank you, Evan, for that tutorial. That's all we have for you tonight. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next week on the McCue Talk Show.